We have 5 people that have accepted the invite, plus me makes 6, plus the wild card makes 7, and then we have one more spot, one more call out that had to decline. Huge merch drop is happening soon. Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion, you guys better get ready. And again, not everything is exclusive to Jeep Invasion. Most of it will launch on our website same day. We're going to have a bunch of new shirts, a bunch of new hats, and hoodies. All of that is coming. Tonight's main topic is going to be the participants that have either accepted or declined, the drivers that I called out. Here is the first official driver of the 2023 24 Hallenbach Trail Challenge presented by Beef Goodrich Tires and HB Tuners. Here we go. Boom.
Hey everybody, I'm out here in Moab, Utah, getting ready to kick off the road trip for the Onyx Off-Road Build Challenge. We're just waiting on all the competitors to get into town. And while I was killing time, I noticed that my good friend Marvin over at Flex Rocks and Rollovers, well, hey, he called me out to see if I would participate in this year's 24-hour Hallenbach. And then I went and watched the video showing me what trail they were going to hit. And after seeing that, dude, I'm totally in. We will see you at this year's 24-hour Hallenbach, and I think I've got the perfect vehicle for it.
Boom! Mr. Ian Johnson, my friends. That is so awesome. Boom! Mr. Ian Johnson is back. For all those that don't know, Ian Johnson is actually a repeated participant. He was part of the 24 Hallenbach in Oklahoma at Rugged Mountain Ranch in 2020 with his LJ race car, tube chassis LJ, and killed it. Like, it was so cool to wheel with him. And now he's back, and he is bringing his bomber chassis, from what I've heard. He built a bomber chassis on 4-wheeler TV. Ian Johnson, super excited to have him back. Phenomenal guy, super cool, good friend of ours. A hell of a wheeler, and just it is just an honor to have him on the trail with us, I'll be honest. And it's cool to, like, the knowledge that comes with him, and just wheeling with him it's a great experience, and he's a great addition to the team. And yeah, it's hopefully going to up our chances to finish this trail within the 24-hour time limit, which I'm telling you guys, I've never been so nervous before a Hallenbach that we are not going to finish this trail in time. And it's the shortest trail we've ever had. You guys ready? Here is the second participant of the 24-hour Hallenbach Trail Challenge 2023. Here we go.
Marvin, of course. My answer is abso-freaking-lutely. Are you kidding me? I would absolutely love to be on the next 24-hour Hallenbach. As long as the doctor signs off for it. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to do all of this down work and be out of the game for this long and then do something stupid like 24-hour Hallenbach if it is not advised. So don't worry. I will keep you updated. So Marvin, pencil me in as a yes. Absolutely, I will be there. Woo!
Ha! Holy moly. We switch screens here. Yes, Mischief Maker, the Scottish Hammer, Hollie Fowler, has confirmed that 24 Hallenbach Trail Challenge will be the first thing she will do after this whole, back spline catastrophe that she's currently working through. Once that's all settled and done, that'll be the first thing on her list to do. And that is super exciting. Obviously, we don't know how all of these things are going. There's definitely a maybe still in the room. You know what I mean? Like, depending on what the doctors say, how she feels, and what kind of condition she is, once Hallenbach comes up, that's when we're going to make that final decision. And I am working on right now to find at least somebody that's kind of on the back burner in case Hollie has to cancel last minute, which we totally understand. I just want to be prepared for it. So until then, we are counting her in 100%, treating her 100% as an official participant, and we have not a single doubt that she won't make it. Alrighty, then let's get going and let's switch to participant number 3.
Okay, I was called out by Marvin from Flex Rocks and Rollover to attend this year's 24-hour Hell and Back challenge. And Marvin, I accept your challenge. I'm going to bring the Rubicon. We got some work to do before we go, but I'm excited to see you there.
Now, how freaking awesome is that? That is something I am so pumped about. Like, Rudy's Adventure and Design is officially taking on 24 Hell and Back Trail Challenge. Like, that is something that I'm so pumped about. It's a first-time participant, and it's a first-time participant, Wheels and XJ, has a phenomenal YouTube channel, is a really cool cat, and we can finally see him do some really, really difficult wheeling. Not saying that he hasn't in the past, but it's just not the most prominent thing on his channel, I would say. So I feel like we're all going to be watching him and see. I know that Rudy is a hell of a driver. I've wheeled with Rudy. I've seen how Rudy drives. People underestimate him a lot. And the Rudicon, he can downplay this Jeep as much as he wants. That thing is a freaking tank and is built really, really well and performs really, really well. So super, super cool. He does owe me a door. Yes, sir. Maybe. I'm pretty sure after this Hell and Back, we're even. So I'm not even mad at it. Which is.
What happened here is we bit off way more than we can chew. Yeah. And, you know, most people, you know, have one rig to get ready, and everybody teams up and they get the rig ready. Well, we got 3 Jeeps to get done that aren't even close.
I mean, here's the thing. We got called out by Marvin, Flex Rocks and Rollovers, to be on this year's 24 Hell and Back Trail Challenge. And the second we got called out, like, everyone's blood pressure went through the roof. In this whole thing, we're running on Peck time here. We're late to dang near everything. Even if we're early, we figure out how to be late. And if Marvin hasn't given up our spot yet, we accept the challenge. And if he has given up our spot, we're going to apply for the wild card. Because we've got to be on Hell and Back.
I don't know if we really said this, but this is the main Jeep that's going to Hell and Back.
This is what will be
the twin turbo TJ is our go-to rig,
and it'll be the shakedown run for the twin turbo set. So I'm actually stoked about that.
I'm pretty pumped about it.
It's gonna sound, if it runs like crap, it'll at least sound cool.
Yeah. Twin turbo TJ is going to make it to 24 Hell and Back if Marvin still says we can go. If he doesn't, we're going to be kind of really sad.
Everybody, please go tell Marvin.
You gotta
don't give away our spot.
It's like
Peck Brothers has to be.
These are good guys, Marvin. You've got to understand. Well, they're trying. That's at least.
They're probably the ugliest guys you've ever seen, but they've got to be on Hell and Back.
You got to vouch for us.
At least the guys with the mustaches.
Yeah, we're gonna make Brady grow a mustache for Hell and Back so we can all be twins.
I can't grow one.
All right, guys. Man, that makes me happy. That makes me happy to see. The Peck Brothers have confirmed. Better late than never. They were about a day late with their video. I was already getting nervous. Already texting them like, do I have to find a replacement for you guys? No. They have put out a video and they have confirmed, and they're busting their butts right now to get at least one of the 3 Jeeps that they're building parallel done. And Caleb's Jeep, the red one that you saw, twin turbo, I mean, LS with a twin turbo setup, that is going to be so cool and such a pleasure to hear a blast through that canyon that we're about to tackle. So cool, so cool.
So I seen this morning that Marvin from Flex Rocks and Rollovers called us out.
I did.
He wants us to bring the old FJ over and go on his 24 hours to Hell and Back. I think we'll do it. Sounds like a good time to me.
Hey,
damn.
Do you think it'll make it?
I don't know. Haven't seen the trail. I don't know what we're going on, but usually I've seen his videos in the past. It's pretty rough stuff they go on, so she may get some dents in her. I hope not, but maybe. We'll see.
We're up for the challenge.
Oh yeah, I think we're up for it. There's some stuff we got to do to this thing. It's not finished. We need to boat side it still. It's never been done. We got skid plates to put underneath of it. We got a ring and pinion to put in the back. We got some stuff to do, but we'll be there.
Awesome. How cool is that? Yeah, guys, big surprise, like biggest surprise for me, and like so exciting. Like I'm a fan. Like first and foremost, Fab Rats. Like I love their videos. I like the whole crew is just phenomenal, guys. Like I got to meet. I mean, we've met a few times. Like it's like corporate trail rides and whatnot where we saw each other wheel, but didn't get to spend a lot of time together. But then at the Wrecker Games, you know, that I was so lucky to be, chosen as the host, the MC for the Wrecker Games that Matt's Off-Road Recovery put on. That's where we got to spend a little bit more time. And I got to tell you, I mean, those guys are just phenomenal. Like straight stand-up guys, super down to earth. Paul is a hell of a wheeler. Like we've done a few trails together, and one thing is for sure, that guy is not scared of anything. He will put tires on anything, and that XJ works like a champ. If you want to see a little bit more about the FJ, we actually have a walk around at the Raddest Rigs of KOH 2023. So somewhat recent video from KOH. Paul and his FJ are on the thumbnail, and somewhere in that video we have a full walk around of it, of its current state at least. So like Paul said, they're going to do a bunch of mods to it, and like that's also going to be something on the Fab Rats YouTube channel from now on, where they're going to be starting pulling the FJ back into the shop. And like he said in the video, they're going to boat side it. They're going to do all kinds of cool stuff to it. So very exciting. I'm super pumped to have them. Finally, an FJ, a Toyota in the roundup, not all Jeeps. Awesome. It's so cool to read your comments about that too. So I'm excited for us. I'm excited for you guys. I'm pumped. Like that is a lineup so far. You have 5 people that have accepted the invite, plus me makes 6, plus the wild card makes 7. And then we have one more spot, one more call out that had to decline. A little bit of floor play, you got it. There you go. Okay, you guys got it. So yeah, BleepinJeep, unfortunately, had to decline and is not going to be participating in 24 Hell and Back. Why? I can't tell you guys, because they have good reasons. Like absolutely no hate, absolutely there's nothing bad, no bad luck whatsoever. But again, I can't talk about it. I don't want to take anything ahead from these guys. So they have, like, please, I'm sure they're going to make a statement about it of some sort, maybe on Instagram, maybe in a YouTube video. Once the reason why they can't participate is a little bit more public. All that will come. So please be patient. But hey, there's always next year. And next year, as you guys know, or as you guys maybe know, we'll be back on the East Coast, or at least East Coast, Midwest, somewhere in between, which is, at least for Matt, a lot closer. People, I keep reading, and I want to say something about this really quick. So a bunch of people are saying, hey, ask Nate. Nate from Dirt Lifestyle. Nate from Dirt. I've read his name so many times, so I'm going to say it here once. Nate and I talked about Hell and Back several times already. He actually called me earlier this year, way earlier already, when he started building his Samurai, that he really wanted to be on Hell and Back this year, and the Samurai is going to be his Hell and Back rig. That was our whole plan. He was honestly one of the first people that I talked to about Hell and Back this year, and we were really counting for him to be there way before I even did any kind of call out. But unfortunately, also his year took a completely different turn of what he expected. And he had to build other things before he was able to finish the Samurai. Everybody that follows his channel knows exactly what I'm talking about. So the Samurai had to be put on the back burner, and that's why the Samurai won't be done, and he just doesn't have a rig that's running that can take on Hell and Back up until the Samurai is done. So he is another candidate for maybe next year. But yeah, Nate and I are good friends. I love Nate to death. Phenomenal guy, great content creator, and I would love to see him at a Hell and Back as well. Okay, so now we have a spot to fill. And I have a bunch of people on my list who I want to fill the spot to. Yet again, I feel like now calling out people again, I don't want to like stretch this out too long. So let me do my part, and my team, let us do our part here in the background. We have a really strong list of people that could be that could fill BleepinJeep's spot. Let us figure this out, and we will get in touch with all of those people that we think would be a good replacement. and we will announce it. And if you guys have recommendations, again, I love reading this. Anybody that is out here that you have in mind that you want to see on Hell and Back, obviously I'm going to read the comments here in the chat, but also for anybody that watches this video after the live stream and the chat is not existing, but the comment section is, throw it in the comments. Who do you want to see take BleepinJeep's spot?